Welcome along to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Now, if you want to keep up with all the big moves and stories in rugby, definitely hit subscribe to Rugby Obsession. We do analysis like this all the time.
We do indeed.
Today, we've got some really quite exciting news coming out of South Africa, specifically for the Springboks and, well, Rassie Erasmus.
That's right. We're looking at an article from Planet Rugby dated April 20th, 2025. The headline is, Rassie Erasmus's Springbok stocks boosted as brothers finally become eligible.
Okay, the brothers being Vincent and Emmanuel Tshituka.
Exactly. And our mission today really is to unpack why their eligibility is, well, why it's such noteworthy news for the Springboks setup.
Right. So let's get straight into it. The big news. Vincent and Emmanuel Tshituka, these two pretty dynamic, loose forwards, they can now be picked for the Springboks.
Yes. And the backstory is quite something, isn't it? They were born in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Right, not South Africa originally.
No, but they moved to South Africa when they were younger, and they actually got their South African passports back in August 2024.
Okay, so passport sorted last year. But didn't they miss out on those alignment camps earlier this year? What was that about?
Yeah, good point. So having the passport made them citizens, but for SA rugby selection purposes, there was another step. They needed their official South African ID books.
I see.
And according to a Rappaport report mentioned in the article, holding them back from the camps was basically a precautionary thing because they didn't quite have those ID books in hand yet.
Just ticking all the boxes, making sure everything's completely official.
Precisely. But the Planet Rugby article confirms that they have received their ID books now. So that final hurdle cleared.
Okay, fantastic. So fully eligible, ready for selection. Let's talk about their rugby journey in SA, because they've been in the system a while, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. Both of them actually made their professional debuts for the Lions.
Right, came through together there initially.
Then the older brother, Vincent, he made the move to the Sharks. That was before the 2022-23 season kicked off.
Okay.
And then kind of completing the set, Emmanuel, people often call him Manu, he joined Vincent at the Sharks just this season, the current 2025 season.
So, brothers united in the Sharks, and now potentially for the Boks too. The article calls this a huge boost for Rassie.
Yeah.
Why specifically?
Well, you look at the Springboks, and let's be honest, the loose forward department is hardly lacking in talent, is it? It's pretty stacked already.
Definitely not lacking. You could say overflowing, maybe.
Exactly. But what these two bring is even more quality and, crucially, versatility. Both Vincent and Manu can play across the back row flanker, number 8.
Ah, that utility value. That's always massive, isn't it? Especially for picking a World Cup squad, or any tournament squad, really.
Absolutely. Having guys who can cover multiple spots maybe lets you pick an extra specialist elsewhere, like in the backs. It just gives the coach more options.
Makes sense. And Vincent, he's really established himself at the Sharks, hasn't he?
He really has. He's been a regular feature, often at number 7, especially, with Congolese playing at number 8 for them quite a bit.
Right.
And what's also interesting is he's shown leadership. He's actually captained the Sharks when guys like Congolese and Ebenezabeth weren't available. He led them for a good chunk of the Currie Cup campaign last year, too.
That's a valuable experience.
Yeah.
Adds another dimension beyond just his playing ability.
Definitely. And just a reminder, if you're enjoying this kind of detailed breakdown, do make sure you're subscribed to Rugby Obsession for more analysis on player developments and squad news.
Good point. Now, the timing of this eligibility news.
Yeah.
The article mentions it comes when there are a few injury worries for the Boks in that same area, the loose forwards.
Yeah, that's a key bit of context. It mentions Jasper Wiese. His involvement in the upcoming internationals is apparently a bit uncertain because of an injury.
Okay, that's significant.
And Elrigh Louw, sadly, he's ruled out for the rest of 2025. Plus, you've got Pieter-Steph du Toit, the World Player of the Year, still recovering from that injury he picked up playing for the Boks last November.
So quite a few potential gaps or players needing time.
Exactly. So while you never wish for injuries, the fact that the Tshitukas become available right now, it provides some really timely quality reinforcement.
Almost perfect timing, in a way. Shores things up considerably.
And their versatility helps there too, right? Depending on who exactly is fit or not, they could potentially slot into different roles.
Yeah, absolutely. So it just makes that incredible Springbok loose forward depth look even, well, deeper and more flexible. It's quite a story, their journey to get here.
It really is. Adds another layer of interest as we look towards the international season. It'll be fascinating, won't it, to see if and how Rassie Erasmus decides to bring them into the fold.
their form for the Sharks now becomes even more critical, I suppose.
You'd think so, yeah. Everyone will be watching them closely. It's
Right.
this VIX, isn't it? The established stars and now these two exciting, newly eligible players adding to the competition.
It certainly spices things up. So, what are your thoughts out there? How significant is this Tshituka news? Which loose forwards do you see as being key for the Boks this year? And could Vincent or Emmanuel force their way in?
Yeah, we'd love to hear what you think.
Drop your opinions in the comments section. And one last time, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to Rugby Obsession. It helps us keep bringing you this kind of in-depth discussion.
Indeed it does. Well, thank you for tuning in to this Rugby Obsession deep dive.
We look forward to you listening to our next episode.